La agrupación Megadeth estuvo aquí en la ciudad de Bogotá y su bajista fundador, el señor Dave Ellefson, estuvo presente en Ácido Rock TV. Esto fue lo que nos dijo.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's an honor to be sitting here next to you, trust me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How is the tour going so far? It is the way you're expecting?
Yeah, it's phenomenal, actually. It's great. You know, Megadeth is playing and sounding better than ever. I mean, really, out of all the years we've been doing it. And now mixing up our set list, bringing in some of these euthanasia songs for the fans is cool. It's fun for us to have some new songs to play, too.
Okay, awesome. As you know, the love that Colombian fans have for this band. When was that first moment that you feel that, oh man, I really have this connection with Colombian crowd?
You know, it's funny. The first time we came here in 2001, it was great, but I didn't feel the total connection. You know, the time I think I really felt it was, I guess was it 2010? Did we come through? I believe, right? And then now every year since we come back. You know, and it's just. You know, our Colombian fan club are so organized. They, in fact, hang on one second. I'm going to grab something. Messing up your camera shot there, but this is actually something that I got just outside of the hotel today, where they make these beautiful, just many, many little things, you know, and it's just so cool the way they do these, you know, that they just make us all kinds of gifts and flags and banners and just. We have like we have to buy extra suitcases to bring stuff home that we get from our fans. So it's phenomenal. Great.
Oh, awesome. I understand that in 2005 you made with Dave a festival in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Gigantour was a tour that started, I guess 2005 and has now gone around North America. It actually did play in Australia and also in Japan. We just did one in last summer, 2013. And it's a cool way, and especially in North America, to have our own festival that we can have a lot of the other bands, both thrash, but also out of the thrash genre, you know, and for us to be able, we find that, you know, in metal music, when more of us come together as a tribe, we can do bigger and, you know, bolder things together, and that's what Gigantour is.
Have you guys ever considered to make a similar festival down here in South America, like the Gigantour?
Yeah, we would love to. In fact, we were talking about it with a promoter. I guess about a year and a half ago, we were talking about trying to do that. And you know, it's interesting down here in South America because some of our bands, you know, are so big here that we don't really need to do these festivals. It's hard to put together a festival because one band on our own, we play such big events, you know, but we were talking about doing a Gigantour that would bring in some bands that are a generation or two behind Megadeth, which would be great to bring them down, to expose our audience to them, and also to give the next generation of metal musicians and bands a chance to really break into the Latin America audience, because it's easy to be popular, say, in Europe and or North America, but not be invited into Latin America. You know, music, and it's funny, I was talking to Dave Mustaine about this, that, you know, the Megadeth music, for whatever reason, you know, because it seems to be music from the heart and lyrics from the heart, that it speaks well to other people's hearts, you know, and that seems to be the thing in Latin America that ever since we came here in 1994, that really 1991 in Rock in Rio, but that's the thing that the Latin America people just, even if they can't speak the language, they understand the heart and soul of Megadeth.
Yeah. A band like Megadeth that has like millions and millions of fans around the world, touring, albums sold around the world. Do you think something is missing to complete your music career, or you feel like complete?
No, you know, every day is kind of a blank canvas, you know, and you draw the new picture every day, you know. I don't think you're ever done, you know. As human beings, we're wired to think forward, you know. Our hope is always in the future, you know, no matter what we've accomplished in the past. I think even we, you know, certainly a successful band, we always think, what's the next thing we can do? And it isn't necessarily measured by money or numbers or more of that. Sometimes it's just what's a cool creative twist? What's something would further bring our fans and the band together in a way that really cements us together.
Tell me one or two songs that you really enjoy to play.
Well, Symphony of Destruction is certainly a good one down here. The Aguante Megadeth, you know, that's almost like everyone's like, wait for it. There it is, you know, and it's even our
wait
crew.
for it too.
Yeah, you know, even our crew on the deck, you know, they're like, here it comes, you know, we start playing it. So, I mean, Holy War is great, you know, and in fact, we've been opening the show now with Hangar 18 for, and how that started was on Gigantour last year. Vinnie Paul from Pantera, his new band Hell Yeah, was out with us. And he's a big fan, and we've been good friends for many years. And he would stand out front of the house, and he'd watch the show, and he'd go, man, the show is phenomenal. It's just, everything's great. He goes, man, I really think you should open with Hangar 18. I just think the energy would be good. You know, we respect Vinny. I mean, you know, Vinny's phenomenal, you know. So we thought, all right, we'll try it Vinny's way. And we went out and we opened with Hangar 18, and the place just erupted, exploded, you know. And we were like, all right, Vinny, good on you, man. so we changed it. And the funny thing is, you know why we started playing Trust? Because we were in St. Petersburg, Russia, 3 years ago with Megadeth Slayer, and Dave fell very ill backstage, and we didn't even think we were going to be able to play, and we came right up to the showtime, and finally he's like, look, I want to go out and play at least 4 songs just so that our fans are happy. So I took the set list and I folded it in half, like down here at the bottom, right? I went like that, and it started with Trust, Symphony of Destruction, Peace Sells, and Holy Wars. And opening with Trust was like, wow, that actually worked out pretty cool, you know? So that was why we opened with Trust for a bunch of years. So, you know, those are the kind of creative things that happen just spur of the moment, sometimes out of necessity, you know, but that's what makes touring fun for us.
Super Collider, your last album. Are you working on new stuff?
We are. In fact, right behind that wall over there, Dave's actually working on some new riffs, some things. It's funny, he'll like sing things into his phone, you know. We got to go back a year later and try to figure them out on guitar, you know. And me and Sean and Dave were together over at Dave's hotel room today, sifting through things, and I was putting new riffs that I have onto our main laptop where we have all of our music, so we can put them up into the cloud and store the, you know, what'll become the next Megadeth albums. So yeah. So as much as we're, you know, celebrating a 20th anniversary of Euthanasia tonight, we are also tonight working on what will become the future Megadeth music. A little of the past, a little of the future.
When you get older with music and years also, do you think it's getting harder or it gets easier to came up with new, fresh material?
You know, inspiration strikes at various times. I have found that we do better when we start our albums on tour. You know, there's something about when we're working on things here, there's an energy, people are around, you know, people peek their head and go, freaking awesome, good riff, man, you know what I mean? And sometimes having a little bit of an audience around you helps you kind of be on track. When you go home and you just sit in a studio by yourself, you don't get any immediate response. I mean, it can sound good, but it's cool when people are like, you know, in the room, or, you know, be up at sound check. And, you know, I always have this memory of this time we were in, I think, Rome in 1995, and we were on the stage at sound check and started jamming a riff, and you know, it was killer. It was a great riff, and I remember the guy sweeping the floor like looks up at us, and he's like rocking out, you know, and the popcorn lady in the back was like, wow, that's awesome, you know. So that feedback is good. So it's nice when we start new things out here. You know, the road is inspiring. You know, you have new people, fresh faces, fresh experiences, and I think, you know, those sometimes just going to and from, looking out the window at life going by, you know, because life is always in motion and new things are happening, and those moments are very inspiring.
Thank you so much, Dave, for your time. I really appreciate it, and it was an honor to be sitting here with you. Para todos los fans de Megadeth, Ácido Rock TV les estará obsequiando un DVD de Megadeth Countdown to Extinction.
Para que te llegues el DVD, debes ser un verdadero fan de Megadeth. ¿Cómo vamos al concurso, Jessy?
Wilmer, la dinámica es muy fácil y es la siguiente. Tienen que entrar a nuestro fanpage de Facebook, El Oficial. Ácido Rock TV, donde tienen que subir su fotografía con la camiseta de Megadeth y los primeros 150 likes. De allí, el feliz ganador tendrá este DVD.
Y el plazo es hasta el 30 de mayo, así que pilas.
Hola, this is David Ellison from Megadeth. We are here in Bogota, Colombia. Some of the greatest fans in the world. We thank you so much for all your support. You are here hanging and watching Acid TV.